Good morning. Thanks for joining us today so that we can go through the deck that we're preparing for Matthias for the end of this week. We're going to talk to Matthias about our basic presence on Instagram, who the folks are that we're looking to target, the goals for this Follow the Blue Truck program that we're going to have in the first 6 months of 2022, the strategy and tactics in order to meet those goals, and then giving some real live examples of what this is going to look like both online and in dollars. There are about 15,000 NotCo US followers on Instagram. We post about 4 posts a week. Our responses come back in the low thousands, if that many, usually much lower. They are very professional design, very proud of our marketing folks who've been putting that together. And they promote Not Milk as a plant-based product. Of course, that's its primary focus. We appeal to the millennial crowd. We know that. We are advocating for the environment, which is one of their big hot buttons. And we are attempting, as we go forward in the US, to sync with the Whole Foods target audience. There has been previously little focus on consumer marketing, and there's certainly no integrated strategy that works currently today in NotCo. We believe that there are opportunities here for influencers to jump in and help us out with this, but we know that we are a little bit late to the party compared to our competition. And we also have some concern that we could be boxed into a narrow niche rather than to the broader market that we really want to hit. Our competition, one of the bigger ones, is Oatly. They have focused mostly on the milk product, and in the US, that's where we are today. They post every few days. They have lots and lots of followers and get lots and lots of responses. But I find that their posts are very eclectic. There's not really much of a direction that I can see there. One of the other big ones is Eden Foods. They have relatively few followers on Instagram and even fewer posts on their milk product. And it's pretty lax on the design and the professionalism of it. As you know, our current audience really is not targeted. We just basically, from a retail perspective, put it on the shelves and hope that they will come and buy it. For this particular Follow the Blue Truck proposal for the first 6 months of 2022, we had originally thought about New York as being the target, but we've moved away from that in the last few weeks, and we've decided to use California because it's sort of the trendsetter for the whole country. We're looking, of course, at the millennials and the Gen Xers, moderate to upper income. Of course, in California, that means one thing, and to the rest of the country, that probably means something totally different. It'll be based partially on the criteria for Whole Foods audience, and based upon the characteristics here, we expect from Instagram's the models anyway, that we will get about 1 million Instagram users in the LA area. Our persona is James Franklin. He lives in the Wilshire Corridor. He's about 35. He's married, got 2 kids. He's employed as a staff writer for one of the studios, makes about $225,000 a year in income. He's a little outdoorsy. He likes the beach, he likes hiking, picnicking with the family, and so on. Thanks to his job, he's pretty well in tune with what's going on in the world. News, politics, and trends are all part of his daily work. From our SWOT, we know that targeting audiences similar to those targets started by Whole Foods. So we think that it'll be smart to keep up with that. So that's the source of the millennial Gen X crowd. We need to know, or we need to understand and figure out a way to get around the lack of a loyalty and advocacy program within Not Milk's current program. And we expect to do that through signing up folks in a link that will be hanging into the website. We also expect and can help with this with placing social media ads, that is buying ads, and also incentivizing influencers, meaning contracting with influencers toward really getting the strategy off the ground. So it's a little bit complicated, but at the same time, we want to simplify it as much as possible. So the latter two in this that is getting promotions and influencers and ads out there, will lead directly to 3 components of the campaign. The overall objective for Follow the Blue Truck is to grow the US business by developing a social media strategy to increase the social media follower base and create loyal followers and advocates within that base. The SMART goals associated with that objective are for conversion and loyalty of our customer base. During the first months of 2022, we want to build a loyal follower base of 150,000 over the 15,000 that we currently have. And the metrics that we need to follow for that are the growth rate per month, the subscriber counts, and the subscriber accounts that remain active. For us to get into the advocacy part of the funnel, we want to create a cadre of advocates, homegrown, to lead the follower and conversion growth by at least 5% per month by the end of June 2022. And the metrics for this goal is the number of followers who have been officially recognized as advocates. On the business side, we expect to generate on the bottom line an $8 million increase in not milk sales by the end of the year. And the metrics for that are the polled confirmation of purchases through email follow-ups to subscribers. So that's not something we can pull out of the raw data, but we'll have to do that through polling. Company posts will be made about 4 times a week. The tones will continue to vary between serious, factual, friendly, and sharing by real people as well as personas. We'll be doing Instagram ad buys once a week. We'll be doing having paid influencers do posts once a week. And in addition to that, this is a really big important, because this is the first step in moving it toward the loyalty and advocacy role, is we'll be signing up from company posts and from calls to actions in the ad buys. So those are links into the NotCo website to do that. There will be 3 types of content in this strategy: NotCo posts, that is company posts that are in the style as they appear today. The big change there will be just references to subscriptions, that is pointing them to the website, and hashtag duets, which I'll talk about in a few minutes. The other component or part of content will be the conversion of future and current posts into purchased ads. So basically using the creative elements of posts and just putting them into purchased ads, because we can do more within a purchased ad than we can do with just a post. Also, of course, the last element of the content will be posts from advocates. Those will be both the hired influencers and eventually these homegrown advocates that we expected to locate through the promotions here. Incentives that follow the Truck Blue promotion will include a travel prize to be awarded on a monthly basis. While everybody will be able to do it, it's basically to locate a talent that can be our sort of homegrown group of influencer advocates. And in addition to that, if you sign up on NotCo, we will be issuing a coupon for a free carton of non-milk. The hashtag duets that I mentioned before look like this. They start out with why not, and then something relevant that follows our mission and our values. So why not save the planet, or why not save the forest? So we'll use those. These will be recycled throughout the campaign to test the individual effectiveness, and hopefully they will stimulate conversations about these topics. The calls to actions will follow this pattern. Become a friend of Giuseppe, sign up here. Become a fan of the Blue Truck, sign up here. Get on the inside of the Not Company, sign up here. The signups, of course, will be leading into the website, and we will use these alternately, these 3 alternate throughout the campaign. We'll probably start out with Become a Fan of Blue Truck first. Making it real. This is what it is really going to look like once we get it going. So this is a sample post that has been modified. It's one that's out there today, but we will add in the box that you see here in the middle. Look for a picture of yourself with the Blue Truck. Is an attempt to get people to find the Blue Truck on Instagram. Then the sign up on our website at notco.com is linked to that. So at that point, when they sign up, they will be asked to participate to the promotion, the advocacy promotion. And then in addition to that, we have added the why not duet, hashtag duet to that to again, to link this up to the rest of the promotion. This is then a sample ad that we would buy from Instagram. It has been taken, or the materials, the creatives have been taken from a potential posting, and we have added significantly. So again, the sort of the scavenger hunt here to find the blue truck, our statement around the climate and other social issues. So 144 gallons of water make 1 gallon of milk, just to get people's attention. Of course, in this case, we're also, if you remember the profile of our target here, family-based kids and so on in the household will be helpful to get some kind of empathy. Then down here, we're talking about the blue truck promotion and getting a trip there. Again, and you sign up now, you will be led to the website to get more details about all of these promotions and information about how to sign up, and give us some information about yourself. And at the bottom, we've got, again, the duet down here to link them up. This is a sample of an influencer post. In this case, the influencers, of course, do exactly what they want in order to do this after we've contracted with them, but we're going to require that they include one of the duets, hashtag duets, into their posting. Okay, at the end of the day, this is the way that it's going to pan out. The promotion, we're expecting to get 150,000 new followers, and those 150,000 followers will get a coupon for their first carton of hot milk. That's going to cost the company about $450,000, but that's probably about 50-50 between hard dollars and soft dollars. The metrics that we're looking at are growth rate per month, the subscriber counts, and the subscriber accounts that remain active as measured through follow-up surveys on purchase behavior by way of email. So we're going to ask them about what they've been buying, in other words. Of course, that's not 100% return. We know that it's going to have to be polling based. In addition to that, through influencer contracts, we expect to be able to reach 1 million followers for each of the influencers that we contract with. And over the 6-month campaign, that's 24 weeks, it'll cost us about $240,000. Counts there that we're looking for are follower counts, especially those that are attached to the hashtag duets, and the subscribers that we capture when we sign people up. Through the ad buy, we know that from Instagram that we can get 1 million Instagram users with our profile from the LA area, and those 1 million impressions for each week will cost us a total over the life of the campaign about $160,000. The metrics that we're looking for there are the hashtag duets, which relate to the followers that we are capturing, as well as unique subscribers within the Los Angeles area. In other words, people who've signed up and basing that information off their partial residential address. Through the Follow the Blue Truck giveaway, then 6 advocates or potential advocates will get a $5,000 travel package. Of course, the trick there is going to be that we're going to send them to a city where there is a blue truck in motion, and the total cost of that package will be about $30,000. Measurements, postings, and hashtag duets counted in the period following the awards of those particular gifts. The ICV for the 150,000 loyal followers can be estimated at $3 a week for the period after the sign up. Of course, we don't get all 150,000 on day one, so we assume a 75,000 average per week over the 24-week period. So, and that hopefully about 80% of those who sign up will continue to participate as loyal members of our followers and purchasers of milk. That will bring in about $4 million until the campaign is over. And if they continue at the same rate, it'll relate to about $8 billion over the 6 months after that. For the following year, we can expect a retention rate of somewhere in the 50 to 60% range based off of brand loyalties noted elsewhere. And that about from using that same 80% participation rate from those that were retained, that'll also be about another 8 million for the following year.